Welcome to another episode of Genshin Impact side quests. I spawned here and there is a chest right by me. I don't remember how I earned it. Surely it's fine. Maybe it was always here. Cat is excited. When we walked past here in the past me experienced a past quest. I think it was the tale-telling hut of East of the Moon, West of the Sun. A group of people, each with their own story to tell, lights a bonfire at Blue Amber Lake. Yeah, it's over there at that, what I called a boat. It may very well still be a boat. Let's see what is up with this. Well, I see at least two things that are up with this. So many oculi already again. Oh, there's a even closer teleport point that we did not activate yet. Name of this quest, clearly a reference to the Telltale Hut. So it's a tragedy, isn't it? He gave up the reward, and when he returned home, nothing was the same. I tell the story of a fool like him. If it were me, I'd have stayed on that island. Apples aren't my favorite, but that would hardly be an issue. Looks like we have new friends joining us. This is a nice place to rest. Are you all telling stories? More people. Zorik, be nice. Sorry, he's probably feeling unwell. Been like this since we left. Oh boy, Novokitsetgrad. Wow. Too long. Novograd. I know, but the things in between I do not. Let us introduce ourselves first. I'm Tolfin. As you can see, I deal in little odds and ends and tell a few stories. These two are Mr. and Mrs. Shestanin, who are on their way back to Novokitsgrad from Nasha town, I believe. This trail is a tough one. Brave of you two to make the attempt. We have our reasons for coming here, but that's personal and a long story, so let's leave it at that. It's our turn now, right? Paimon's Paimon, and she is Li Huan. We're adventurers just passing by. Oh, then you must have heard of Reed Miller's great treasure. They say that the key to unlocking its secret lies within the 5 proofs of the cognoscenti. Treasure hunting is in the blood of an adventurer, and for Paimon's sake I must obtain the great treasure. You're doing this for Paimon? Paimon's touched. When we get the great treasure, she'll share half of it with you for sure, Li Huan. Speaking of that, I've told many stories about Reed Miller, and I was fortunate enough to lay my eyes on a proof of the cognoscenti. One of them was even found by my friend. Coincidentally, this very spot we are resting at was built by that friend of mine. Knowing him, the proof of the cognoscenti might very well be here. Are you talking about Papa Wrench? All these Russian names. Oh ho, it appears my friend is quite famous. Back then, he was traveling between the islands with a caravan, and as it happened, I would have some dealings with them. Come to think of it, his story is quite extraordinary. Although he lost his memory due to an accident, his skills in crafting and maintaining machinery is as remarkable as ever. And the very accident that caused his memory loss. That shipwreck from many years ago. I'm sure you've heard of it too, Mr. and Mrs. Chesterton. I believe him to be a survivor of that incident. Could there be such a coincidence? Zorik survived that incident too, but my father wasn't as lucky. Danyusha, didn't we agree to leave all that behind? Yes, I know, but lately I've been thinking. Father loved us so much. Were he still alive, he wouldn't sit and let this happen. Are you two in trouble? Perhaps we could help. You? Right, you adventurers. Then could you find the great treasure for us? Piece of cake, with fair compensation for honest work. Hey, money, money, money. It all comes down to money in the end. Nothing's negotiable without Mora, is that it? Why are you suddenly so agitated? You're the one commissioning us to find something for you, so of course you need to compensate us. We enjoy helping others, sure, but it's not right to expect us to work for free. Working for free? The Papa Wrench I knew was exactly that sort of person. Eh? But how would he make a living like that? He didn't. He died. He was lucky that the caravan leader looked after him. If it weren't for that, I don't think he would have lasted so long. He only charged nominal fees for making and repairing machinery. Sometimes he even did it for free. He did the same when it came to teaching others about machines, sharing his knowledge without reserve. The children in the caravan loved him too, because he had endless stories to tell. Though I should clarify, I could go toe-to-toe with him on that. Too bad I didn't prepare candies for my audience like he did, though. His little listeners were, without exception, all captivated by the sweet candies and fantastical stories. Now you've gotten Paimon all curious about meeting him. It must have been fun listening to his stories. Oh, Paimon wants to hear about how he found the proof of the cognoscenti. Unfortunately, he is no longer with us. Huh? But you were saying... He built all the mechanical devices here for a child named Tinnet. She was rendered eccentric and hard to get along with by an illness that tormented her. It took Papa Wrench quite some time to get close to her too. These devices were originally made to make her happy and fulfill a small wish of hers. But that poor child didn't make it. After that, Papa Wrench also passed away from his chronic illness and overwhelming grief. How do you have so many sad stories to tell? Madam, you're mistaken. Other than tragedies, I also have plenty of stories about righteous bandits robbing the rich to help the poor, and tales of underdogs getting their revenge to share. But for now, perhaps the two of you could provide some story material. How about a family-friendly treasure hunting tale? The treasure in this case would, of course, be the proof of the cognoscenti that Papa Wrench left behind. He once said, should he pass, all his belongings would be mine to handle as I see fit. I'm sure he wouldn't mind a couple of adventurers taking it in exchange for a great story. After a thrilling adventure by the mirror-sheened blue amber lake, the two adventurers find the treasure at last. Cliché perhaps, but a captivating evergreen tale nonetheless. What do you think? I don't like the look in your eyes. In that case, we'd be happy to, but rather than our story, could you tell us more about Papa Wrench later? Haha, no problem. Like I said, all the mechanical devices here were built to make Tinnet happy. According to Papa Wrench's vision, someone's lost. Tinnet would need to go on a quest like a true adventurer. She'd have to collect lots of stellar fruit, deliver them to Sergeant Octopus, and pass the trial to awaken Colonel Iron Whale, which we are inside of right now, I'm assuming. Then, the proof of cognoscenti would be her reward. That's all the hints I can give for now. If you two run into any difficulty, just think of this as extra spice in our story. It's alright, Papa Ranch wouldn't make anything too tough on purpose, right? This should be way easier than those mechanisms in the ruins. Alright then, show me what you are capable of. Sergeant Octopus has command over 2 areas, and you can start the challenge from either one. As for you, Mr. and Mrs. Chesterton, since you are just passing through and don't intend to help us by this treasure hunt, please excuse me if I accompany you no further. Of course, but we'll stay here for a little while longer, because it's warm here. Anyway. Opportunity, you say? Are you scheming? You sound like you are scheming. Meanwhile, I am picking up everything that I can find. There's treasure here. Treasure needs 3 robots to be brought here. Yes, since the proof of cognoscenti is well within reach, you might have a chance at getting it too. It may not be as valuable as the great treasure, but it's an essential key for those who covet said treasure. Yes, you're right. I think we should perhaps use it to buy ourselves some time to turn things around. Zorik, are you listening? I'm listening. You're right, however. Well, someone's scheming. Messily scribbled notes. This is all meant to fulfill Tinet's wish. I do not wish to say that this is her final wish, but I hope it is not so. I have told her every story I know, and even some I do not, but invented to comfort her. Tolfin often comes to see us, and though he is little good at it, he does his best to tell her stories he can barely get through telling, such as it is a sight more marvelous ever than a rainbow, the aurora that hangs in the night sky, though you can only catch sight of it very rarely, even in the northernmost reaches of the northernmost of nations. They say, you know, that you will find treasure at the end of a rainbow. What great prize, then, awaits those who can climb the vivid satins that come rolling down from that very heavens? I remember that as Tinet heard this tale, the candlelight flickered, as if a breeze gently was blowing through. She said, her voice like a sigh, that if only she had heard the story earlier, she might still have the strength to go to that northernmost of nations in the story to see those dreamlike satyrs in the sky with her own eyes. It's all right, child, it's all right. I will bring you those satyrs, such that you can see them. More words I'm not entirely sure how to say. Because that one clearly is of French origin. Picked up a thing. Assuming I'm not just throwing that thing, because... Well, I threw that thing. Oh, more magnet puzzles. I can put that there. From there I can grab it again. No, I am just throwing them, okay. Stellar fruit. A strange star-shaped fruit that can often be found among the ripple weeds beside Blue Amber Lake. It seems to contain a mysterious power. When needed, you can burst plump stellar fruit to gain their power.
Relaxing days like this are nice. Let's take it easy.
We need 12 of those. We need something to throw. Oh, over there. Over there, yes. Okay. Wait. It was there and then it was gone. This is a very precise science. Okay, and then it comes back, so we can also use it for the one up there. So maybe that's also true for the other side. Yeah, one of the ones for this. Not see this last time. Someone's protected. Is that a problem? No, not really. So many oculi all over the place. One should be right on this. Or behind this. Oh yeah. Okay, we have 24. Start challenge. Oh, okay. Guess I didn't do that correctly. Not sure if time ran out or what was happening there. Probably time, considering I only have 2 minutes and I was not doing anything for much of that. No, it's not time. It's that I'm not destroying enough of them. Enough! I need to be more efficient. I'm assuming I don't need to do everything perfectly. There's probably some more than necessary. Yeah, I just only need 2 more. I understand the puzzle now. In case I need to do the same thing for the other octopus, that should go easier then. That bird is stuck.
Let me help you pack this up.
Around here, but where? Might be under in some way. Okay. Probably same idea, but different execution. This one is jumpy. Oh, cannot jump on red. And now, electricity. Didn't you make this for a child? Do you really want to shock her like this? Oh, you did not lie when you mean a large amount of them. That one's probably enough. Wait, oh, it went away. That was easier, both to understand and do. Should have done this one first. Orb. Face. This thing's moving, but how do I operate it?
Let me help you pack this up.
Nobody has ever known how to operate things. Hey, music. Likely the music playing right now. Can I go under here and find them? Yes. Is there anything else down here except this and slimes? Yes, treasure.
Positions. Turret, bring refuge.
Slimes never learn. Oh, did you reset your position? Did I need to find all 3 of those without leaving in the area? Seems like it. So doing this again is probably useless.
Let's move out.
Found 2 now. Because the camera showed that one so clearly. Does this mean that one of them is up? Wake Colonel Iron Whale up. It doesn't look like the missing robot is up. No, there's the last one. Because I have a worry that if I activate Whale, this may have reset. Where are you going? Oh! Instead of climbing, I can now jump.
So this is the thrill of adventure.
Convenient. Also got a recipe. It seems the device for awakening Colonel Iron Whale is missing some parts. That figures. Even guarded treasures are coveted by others, let alone unguarded ones. So the proof of the cognoscenti, the treasure is hidden here. It's certainly nearby, but why don't we just take it apart then? It's little more than a pile of scrap anyway. This way you won't have to play this little game of pretend anymore. Why not just make things easier? That's certainly one way to go about it. Time to spice up this story. Someone's going to sneeze from all that spice. There must be some other way. We just need to find the missing parts, right? Well, we're good at finding things. If you're talking about spare parts, I might have some leads. Wow, are you really giving us clues just like that? It's not unusual to receive aid from mysterious characters in stories, right? Mr. Chesterton, if you are also interested in the treasure's whereabouts, it's not too late to join us. Ha! I am a collector, so of course I'm interested in the proof of the cognoscenti, but I won't play along with your childish games. Well, you can certainly try to challenge Colonel Iron Whale your way. Let's see who can locate the treasure first. As for you, adventurers, please follow me. Just a hunk of metal junk. Hey, that rhymed. Also, take this star away. No, really, take it away. Papa Wrench's workshop is down this way. You should be able to find the spare parts here. There's lots of spare things laying around. Then all we need to do is activate the lift, right? Paimon's got this. Huh? Where's the lever? Ah, a weasel thief! Did it steal the lever? Well, this is unexpected. Don't worry, I'll handle things from here. But... Hugin, it's your turn to shine. And where did you come from? It's not that unusual for traveling merchants to have a few clever companions, no? Quick, let's catch up to it. You're so fast! Surely they can wait. While I grab my stuff.
Let's move out. With all my strength.
Not just weasel thieves, but just regular thieves.
Seems like an emergency.
While this is happening.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Good. Dropped the lever and ran away. Can't lose to Mr. Chesterton. It was stolen by a weasel thief. I know. So how much is there down here? Show us the way, Hugin. Hugin, are you leading us into an ambush again?
I see everything.
Well, I'm gonna be the one ambushing then. More notes.
We should make the most of these supplies.
Tinette's illness has taken a turn for the worse. Daniel has taken her to see the best doctor we can afford, but to no avail. We dared not give her the diagnosis in full, but she had already guessed it. Clever, all too clever, that girl. Sometimes I wish she were not so. Perhaps then a smile could yet prevail on her gaunt face. Poor child. I know she has a difficult temper and does not love to speak. Those sudden outbursts of rage surely stem from the sickness's torments. The light in her eyes flickers like a dying candle. What must I do to keep that feeble flame alive? Tinette has grown so ill that she can no longer travel with the caravan. We have decided to make camp at Blue Amber Lake. Here lies an underground warehouse left by Archon knows who. One that contains quite a few so-called legacies of the Golden Age. That suits me perfectly. I have had the underground space modified into a workshop, something that Daniel and the caravan members also helped greatly with. This isn't a spare part. Did Papa Wrench leave this here? So it's like Tolfin said. He stayed for Tinette's sake. I didn't expect Hugin to dig up something like this, but judging by your words, did you doubt what I said? Well, did it come from someone who'd give away a friend's treasure? Huh, when you put it like that, Li Huan, it does sound suspicious. Paimon was just playing along earlier, just so you know. We had to see what tricks you had up your sleeve. What are you planning now, bringing us to this place? Best be warned, Li Huan's super strong. Haha, to me you are both unexpected guests, but great spices for the story all the same. I can hardly thank you enough. Why would I ever mean you harm? Well then, let's keep searching for the spare parts. I really don't know where Papa Wrench left the proof of the cognoscenti, so it's all on you now. Why are you even here then?
Let's move out.
Moles and weasels. Wrong. Wrong. Is there a hint in any way? Oh. Just a trick of filling up a hole. Making a new hole.
So this is the thrill of adventure.
Huh. What's going on here? It seems Sergeant Octopus isn't feeling well. Perhaps it's getting aggressive because it's not used to the environment. After all, underground caves aren't exactly where octopuses usually hang out. Sergeant, pull yourself together. Your power is essential in awakening Colonel Iron Whale, Sergeant. So how exactly do we make it stop? Looks like we'll have to get closer to make it stop. Well then, I'll leave it to you, Li Huan and Paimon. Angry robots. What's with you? Painting of the moon. Ow. Phew, it finally stopped. Maybe this guy needs a demotion to Corporal Octopus. It's safe now, Li Huan. Let's look around for the spare parts. 3 humans and a weasel search up and down until you finally find the spare parts. Is Paimon human? Is that correct? She's smaller than the weasel. Awesome. Now we can go and wake Colonel Iron Whale up, right? He might already be awoke. Or someone blew him up. What's going on? Ah, the path we came from has been blocked. Oh, it looks like this is becoming quite the spicy story. Doesn't really matter though, because there's teleport points upstairs. The spicier the better. Whether it's food or adventure, too much spice is bad news. Don't worry, leave it to Hugin. Treasure hunting isn't all it can do. It's also good at pathfinding. You see, just follow its lead, and we are bound to find something good. Oh, you're not going to do anything yourself, are you? It's been on us or your weasel thief this whole time. He is useless. Found the spare part. Cute robot paintings all over the place.
Let's move out.
Sorry, but I saw treasure. And more notes. The first one, in fact.
So this is a...
Thrill of adventure. Followed the caravan to Hisi Island. The people there call themselves the Frost Moon Scions. According to Daniel, they are adherents of the Moon Maiden, and they have an interesting way of viewing things. For example, most of them reject the use of Kuvaki devices, believing that to use them is to abuse their deity's blessings. As such, I did not have to help them repair anything while the caravan was there, and only needed to fix our own machines. To my surprise, a girl of 10 or so came to look for me in secret during a break, and asked to be taught some mechanical principles. Perhaps she was concerned that she would be discovered by others, but she did not give me her name until we were leaving. She was somewhat impetuous, but she has both enthusiasm and talent, and learned the basics I taught very quickly. It's just a shame that the Frost Moon Scions will likely not let her fiddle with machines in public. I left her a few technical manuals that I got through trade with other traveling merchants. Daniel initially thought these little books could help me regain my memories. I hope she can buckle down and gain something from those texts. I stayed a few days more in Nasha Town this time. Come to think of it, this is the first time I've been split off from the rest of the caravan for this long. Daniel and Demian seem to go a good way back, while the latter arranging for my lodgings after only a short chat, right next to his own place to boot. I'll be inconveniencing him until Daniel and the others get back from Snezhnograd, but Demian doesn't seem to mind at all. In fact, he wound up speaking to me about machines quite a bit, starting with the origin of the name Papa Wrench. It's a bit embarrassing now that I think about it, since he clearly picked that topic just so I'd have things to say. I say, it's no wonder he's in sole charge of the flagship here in Nasha Town, despite his youth. Daniel did ask if I wanted to join them in going to Snezhnograd, or perhaps Novokitzegrad. After all, that's where my technical skills are from, so it's likely that I'll find my identity and pass there as well. However, a nebulous unease kept me from going. I do not know what it is I fear. Perhaps it has to do with my lost memories, or with some incident I encountered. Seeing my hesitation, Daniel made the call for me. He even took care of everything else, just as he had done for me all this time. Not that there's any point bringing up any of my unfortunate past. I don't remember them, but I will say this, that meeting Daniel and the rest of the caravan was in no wise misfortune. If not for them, I would have lost my life long ago, out there on these shallows. They took me in when I had nothing, while I can do so little to repay them. Nashatown is home to many children, though I dare not imagine their circumstances. But then again, as with me, what they might need is neither sympathy nor pity. Indeed, just writing these 2 words almost seems to bring someone's arrogant face to mind. Still, I'm glad that they at least find my stories interesting. Though that might be down to the candies I've brought. I learned that trick from Daniel, by the by. Always bring a few in your pocket, just in case. Amongst the kids, however, there's one who is more interested in the tools I always keep at my hip than any tale about Snegurochka. While I ask if she'd like to carry one in her hand, how her eyes sparkled. Katya, the Speranza boss, takes great care of these kids for the most part, and she rather gently gave us space so that I could tell this girl I know about the techniques in which I have much skill. The art of communicating with machines. It seems that just as I am lucky to have had Daniel and the others take me in, these children have found a fortune that belongs to them. Even in a world filled with such terrible tragedies, there are so many kind people. I quickly found that Aino is not only interested but stunningly talented at working with machines. I have taught her how to distinguish the material, make of gears, calibrate pressure indicators, and adjust safety valves, and she has proven not only quicker to learn than the rest, but also capable of inferring other knowledge from such lessons. Watching her work away with tools still too unwieldy for her, turning scattered components into intricate devices, I am truly happy for her. She is a diamond in the rough, but even so, she already shines with a radiance all her own. Daniel and the others have finally returned to Nashatown from Snezhnograd. It's time I picked up my things and made ready to travel with them. A right shame it is that I cannot stay here for longer. Hey, didn't expect Aino backstory here, so this is the man she met in the in the backstory the event gave us. Very cool. Find a little detail like this. And more notes. This is a reading episode. A few days ago, I met a traveling merchant who just traveled south from Novikitsegrad. We had a lovely chat and I felt quite nostalgic. I had yet to learn that this was because I was originally from that city. Fate's coincidences tend to come at you suddenly like that, I suppose. I discovered a foreign yet familiar face in a newspaper she'd brought along. The person in that picture had hair not yet stained by hoarfrost and a carefree smile. This was me, 10 or more years ago. It was only upon reading the obituary in the corner that I truly remembered all I had lost. But old Shestanin was the one who owned all this, and he is dead. Danyusha has inherited his family, name and possessions, as a Sorik. 10 years on, I still know not which hands those were that pushed me off the side of the ship. It was all too sudden. Surely, Sorik simply could not react in time, and the incident that occurred aboard the Fortunate One was but a tragic accident. Surely. Danyusha, my child, what can I now do to mend the losses you have suffered since your mother passed? Even my attempts at reparation were not to last. But though it was not my intent, I caused you to lose a father also. There's nothing I can do for her now. Truly a visit from a dead man, uninvited, will not find any welcome. Zorik, definitely friendly person. Can tell. Same handwriting as earlier. Wait, Tanyusha, Zorik. Is Tanyusha Papa Wrench's daughter then? But Paimon thought he fell into the sea because of an accident that happened 10 years ago aboard the Fortunate One. Ah, Hugin, you just had to dig this page out, didn't you? I guess I have no choice but to kill them. Paimon knew you were up to no good. Liyuan, draw your sword quick. No choice but to tell you all my plans now, and ask that you pretend you know nothing from this point on. Huh? I was there the day Papa Wrench saw this obituary. He had a strange look on his face, so I asked him about the matter. Even so, he kept insisting that he couldn't remember the details from 10 years ago. Always assuming the best of others. That's just the way he was. Besides, he had Tinnet to care for, so everything else took a backseat. After he passed, I kept my ear to the ground, and what do you know? News reached me that the Chestanins had exhausted their wealth over the last 10 years and had landed in serious debt. So I sent a messenger to tell a story. Have you heard? The proof of the cognoscenti that can lead you to the great treasure is at the Blue Amber Lake in Nod-Krai. You were going to give him the proof of the cognoscenti. Technically, it is Papa Wrench, Mr. Chestanin's senior's inheritance. As his legal heir, Zorik has the right to it. I'm not as charitable as old Papa, but I wanted to give Zorik a chance to prove himself, and that's how the treasure hunt came to be. He's not interested in the story or the setting, but he seems determined to get the proof all the same. It's entirely possible that he might find it before you two. That won't do. Indeed. Therefore my plan is to ask you to interfere with the process. Or should I say, finders keepers, as long as you get it before him, of course. Though if your conscience permits, you can let him find it first before taking it off his hands. Not a terrible strategy either in that. So that's your plan? Paimon doesn't get it. Do you want him to have it or not? And what if we didn't come this way? What was your original plan? A scheme abandoned hardly matters in the present, does it? I have great faith in your treasure hunting skills. When we go back out, please pretend you have heard nothing. It would not do for me to appear biased, after all. Found a robot. Thanks, robot. Back to the elevator. Didn't even steal the handle, so we couldn't go back up. I did not keep track of how many pages we found and what the highest number of page was that we found. I think the one here was actually the highest number. This was 4. And we found 4. So, you found the spare parts. Seems you're helpless against this hunk of metal junk. Guess it's up to us to awaken Colonel Iron Whale then. We won. The proof of the cognoscenti is ours now. Well, congratulations. But are you really going to activate the device right now? This thing looks like it's been out of use for a while. There might be some malfunction. It might just explode. Mr. Chesterton, are you worried that such a malfunction might hurt one of us? How thoughtful. However, with the treasure within our reach, it would be too much to ask us to simply ignore it. Yeah, that's right. Li Huan, let's install the parts and start it up right now. Whale does what whale do. This must have been the gift that Papa Wrench wanted to give to Tinnet. Shocking. Something shiny just fly upward. Was that the proof of the cognoscenti? I'll go up and take a look. You can climb up that thing? Can we even call ourselves adventurers if we can't even manage that? Even if Li Huan can do it, Paimon sure can. What reliable companions you are. Well then, I hope to hear good news from you soon. Time for more sky rails, I guess. It's a shame that Tinnet couldn't see all this with her own eyes. She would have left it. Maybe there are others. What other treasures? Ride the Aurora and search for treasure. Okay. Shiny spotted. Oh, I did not. Or did I? I guess it may have collected. But yeah, this is great. Like, who would think of riding an Aurora? Higher and higher we go. Oh. Those shiny things we collected earlier. They look like pictures. But where's the proof of the cognoscenti? Someone doesn't see anything like that at all. Maybe someone already swiped it. Also, the experiences and memories we gain are the most precious of treasures. And adventurers would have all starved to death long ago if that was always the case. Not that we can do anything about that right now, though. Let's go back first. Hey, we got a picture at least. Haha, you are too late. You didn't find the proof of the cognoscenti up there, did you? Huh? How did you? Sure, but we found something more precious still. More precious? Impossible. Judging by that smug look he's wearing, he probably found the proof ahead of us. Might as well try to trick him here. Oh, you want me to play along with your act then? Well, there are 5 proofs of the cognoscenti after all. Nor would locating the great treasure be a simple affair even after one collects them all. So, I would hardly be surprised if something in Papa Wrench's collection could far surpass a single proof in value. Such an item exists. Oh, of course. You could call it priceless even. Someone has no idea what Li Huan's up to, but that isn't exactly a lie, right? Memories are priceless. Besides, just ask Thorfinn or something. He'd pick what we've got over the proof for sure. And what would a wandering merchant like him know? Aha! I get it now, Brett. You're bitter because you lost, aren't you? You're upset that I didn't need to play your little game to get the treasure. I happen to be in a good mood, so I'll pass this advice to you for free. Forget about the rules. People who stick to them hardly ever get the life they desire. Fortune favors those who think outside the box, like me. See, you did all that work in the end. You still couldn't find the proof of the cognoscenti. Zorik takes out a pristine and opulent goblet. It is hard to believe that it also belonged to Papa Ranch's collection. Ah, yes, it is indeed true that one of the 5 proofs of the cognoscenti is a goblet, but as far as I know, that one is in the Fatui's possession. Many treasure hunters have their eyes on it, in fact. The 5 impossible requests, cognoscentis. The proof that Papa Ranch found was a mask, and he would often let the children play with it. As for this goblet, I do believe it is a gift the caravan leader brought from Nod-Krai. Ah, but Papa Ranch never could bring himself to use such a precious thing. It's valuable, of course, but nothing compared to the proof of the cognoscenti, which in turn makes it even less valuable than the treasure Li Huan found, I fear. It's impossible. It appears even a seasoned collector such as you can be mistaken at times, Mr. Chesterton. If it sets your mind at ease, you are free to find an appraiser for it when you return to Novokitsgrad. Where's the real proof of the cognoscenti then? No, forget that. What's the treasure you spoke of, kid? The one you claim is the superior find. You may have beaten me, but I shan't accept it until you've shown me what you found. Huh? That's... The picture and memories might be priceless to Thorfinn. Could we really say something like this is the most valuable treasure without embarrassing ourselves? Hurry, Li Huan. Think of something. Since there's more to what happened aboard the Fortunate One 10 years ago. Before we show you, take a look at this. You showed a picture from earlier to Zorik. What is this trickery? Who commissioned you to do this? What is that old man? Was it that old man? Is he still alive? Where is he? So you are the Zorik that Papa Ranch mentioned. Papa Ranch. So he lured me here with a fake name so he can have his revenge, is that it? You think you can take me? Revenge? What are you talking about? Wait, so the one who pushed Papa Ranch off the ship was? Drop the act. You're all working for that old man, aren't you? Wait, Tustan, you sure know. Is she on this too? That woman. She agreed so quickly because she knew this was a trap all along, didn't she? Offering to deliver the letter, doing all that just to isolate me. That's right, it's over. No, not one of you will ever get me. Not you, and not that old man. Zorik scurries away, not even bothering with the precious goblet he mistook for the proof of the cognoscenti. You're just letting him go. We don't have any grudges against him. But isn't Papa Ranch your friend? Don't worry, the path he took looks most dangerous. I would not be surprised if something happens to him. What do you mean? I mean that Papa Ranch has many other friends aside from me. Besides, who doesn't love a story where justice is served? I'm afraid 10 years wasn't long enough to change his ways. If he had proven himself a changed man even just a little, then I would have forgiven him by Papa Ranch's wishes. Alas, like many others, he too is a prisoner to his baser instincts. What a tragedy. What saddens me more is the lack of a winner in our little treasure hunting game. Ah, now No new story material for me. Oh, I almost forgot. Where exactly is the proof of the cognoscenti? Will we find it here? Can we ask Hugin for help? Might this be what you're looking for? A mask? Is this it? But how? You had it on you this whole time? Aha, not quite. Sorik did find it first, but he thought the fleshier, fancier goblet was the real proof, so he tossed the mask aside. And now that he's forfeited it, the treasure is yours. Feels like a freebie, but wait. We worked hard for it too. It's our just reward. That's right. If you end up revealing the great treasure's secrets, well, that would make for a fascinating story. When the aurora shines, and we got the mask. I guess I'll come visit Colonel Ironvale from time to time. About the proofs of the cognoscenti. They make for great stories, so I do know a thing or two. Allegedly, there are 5 proofs of the cognoscenti in total. Besides the one Papa Wrench had, there are 2 more on the 3 southern islands. Stefan, I guess. The remaining 2 are further north. You might find more clues about them in Pyramida. If you're also interested in the great treasure, you might want to keep an eye out for them. Okay, so these are gonna come back, is what you're saying. This is gonna be a bigger adventure, not just this quest. I mean, there was something about East and West that this was a subcategory of, so I guess that's what that is. A journey needs empathetic companions, no? Had quite the natural gift, so training it didn't take long at all. Maybe it's because I have a special connection with weasel thieves, which I suppose you could call a family tradition too. Now that mask, you say? Recipe for Borderland crisp bread. Gold masks that once concealed the true face. It is said to be a keepsake from Reed Miller, the founder of the Treasure Hoarders. No adornment, its grace, the mask, but for the frost moonlight that dances across its pure silver facade. It's still Stefan, I guess. Wow, didn't have a persistent person trying to log in. A photo pieced back together from recovered fragments. Scrawled messily on the back are the words, "I'm a bad kid, but thank you. This time, it's not a lie." Well, this will continue, but for now it is finished. Until we find another quest in that quest line, I guess. So, let's instead move on to a different quest. Our next quest is one we also encountered during our explorations, here near the Nothing Passage. In this very charged area. The power of research. You stumble upon someone calling for help in a thunderstorm, and he seems to definitely need some. Let's see. He is waving all the way over there, so let's see what he wants. What's up? I can't imagine how you 2 warriors managed to make it through the thunderstorm, but that's not the point right now. I need your help. Don't worry, there's no way we'd stand by while someone needs help. What do you need us to do? Please, help me get the airspace data collector up in the air. Airspace data collector. You mean that big round machine? We love our big round machines. That's right. All you need to do is align the strong Kuvaki side of each assembly module with the collector and push them into place. Then the collector, the big round machine will float up into the air. That means everything's working. Alright, seeing how desperate you are, let's help him out, Li Huan. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. You haven't even told us your name yet. Please don't strike me. I still have work to do. Do you mean me or lightning? Okay, so that's all we need to do, I guess.
Let's move out.
Although that may have been the easiest one. Or maybe they're all easy. And this quest will be over after 4 pushes. Oh, actually just 3 sides of pushes. This one is a... This one doesn't have a push. That makes things more difficult. Unless I can earn it somehow. Oh. Unless I can turn it somehow. Puzzles up. It goes up. Up it goes. Let's go check back in. It also went back down immediately though. But finally, it worked. Warriors, my name is Fangle. I'm a researcher with the Fontaine Research Institute. Fangle. I saw everything just now. You were absolutely incredible. May I ask your names? Paimon's Paimon, and this is Li Huan. We are adventurers. Have you been stuck here for a long time? If not for the two of you, I might have been stuck much longer. You were the first ones to make it through the thunderstorm safely. Surely you should be the first one? No, of course not. I don't have your luck. You probably won't believe me, but this abnormal weather is probably a result of my being cursed. Are you perhaps originally from Natland and got cursed by leaving too early? Cursed? Wait, do sciencey people really believe in that kind of thing? Indeed. In fact, that's why I got into science in the first place, to find a way to break this curse. I know it sounds crazy, but if you'd gone through half the things I have, you'd understand. Whenever I cook, even when I'm just mixing a salad, it somehow catches fire. If I hang out the laundry, a tornado is guaranteed to blow it away. Things like that happen to me every single day. I call it the Fangle effect. That really does sound unlucky. Isn't there a way to break the curse? Science, of course, that's the only way. That sounds reasonable enough, but something feels off. It sounds about as reasonable as Paimon single-handedly fighting abyssal monsters. How about Paimon single-handedly fights Li Huan? Honestly, Paimon's always cheering the loudest when you are fighting. I tried all the traditional methods when I was younger, but none of them worked. In the end, it was the Fontaine Research Institute that saved me. They taught me how to fight against it. Since mixing salads caused fires, I invented a cooling system for food. In fact, that very system ended up being used in Fonta vending machines. Now everyone can easily enjoy ice-cold Fonta, and that's thanks in part to the Fangle effect. Heinrich's been so grateful to me for this. Before coming here, I learned that the extreme weather in Nod-Krai could be incredibly dangerous, so I made sure to install a lightning protection device on the collector, just in case. Without it, the experiment would have probably failed a dozen times by now. Oh, so science really did beat the curse. You could say that, but as you saw, I got pretty flustered just now because I overlooked one critical factor. The collector might be fine, but with the Fangle effect following me around, there's no way I can conduct the experiment properly. So you've just been running around like that ever since you got here, until we found you. That's right. The Institute saved me, so I couldn't bring myself to go back without something to show for it. That's why your arrival is such an unexpected turning point. As I mentioned earlier, I came here to study the safety of Kuvaki under extreme weather conditions. I believe it could be a much safer energy source than Archeum. You've probably heard about the explosion at the Fontaine Research Institute, right? At its core, the accident happened because Archeum is still too dangerous to use as an energy source. Of course, we've heard about it. You're looking at none other than the honorary senior researcher of the Fontaine Research Institute. Mr. Raimondo must think very highly of you. For most people, even earning the title of assistant is quite an achievement. Though I agree with Mr. Raimondo's views, things like Fonta don't really contribute much to science. What we truly need is a more reliable alternative to Archeum. If my theory proves correct, and Kuvaki really is a safer option, the Institute might even rename Fonta to Fanta in my honor. We are real close to a copyright strike. Is that really a possibility? That sounds amazing. So, maybe I ask for your help. If you're willing to help me complete my experiment and collect the data I need, I'll make sure to propose that both your names be added to Fanta. Fan Li Huan Paimonta. That's quite an impressive name. Li Huan, let's help. Alright, but I imagine sales will take quite a hit. You think the name's too long? Then let's go with Fanta Paimon. Where did I go? Li Huan, you're not joining the co-branding. How modest of you. I'll be sure to give you a special thanks in the acknowledgement section of my thesis. We managed to get the airspace data collector into the air earlier, but unfortunately it didn't quite get high enough. All you need to do now is lift it up a little more. To get it higher, you'll need to stack more assembly modules. Simple and effective, huh? I'm counting on you. Sounds simple enough. We've got this. In that case, shall we start setting things up? When adjusting the assembly models, just make sure the blue strong unipolar field is facing the collector. Sure, let's get started. Alright, I just noticed that there's a signal issue in one of the 3 channels, but it can be fixed by resetting the robot. Now let me set up the experimental parameters. Let's cube some more. Rotate this so it's no longer connected. Rotate it again. And push it in. And now what? Can only rotate if they are on this platform.
Let's move out.
So you need to go over there. Now it's just gonna get pushed. And all's good.
Let's move out.
There's no turn here. So I probably messed. No, wait. I can pull instead of push. All good. Looks like the orientation of these is wrong. Being told about resetting. Walking too far away because I was disoriented from the camera angle. Reset yourself. Now, will I just mess it up again? I guess so. What did I do wrong though? It is blue on both sides.
Let's move out.
Like that once, correct. Oh, it needs to be this blue. In particular. Understood. That's quite a bit higher. We've got the data, so that means we're done here, right? I'm sorry, but we still need data from higher altitudes. That's how scientific research works. It's all about patience and precision. Can't rush it. We'll have to do this 100 times. Okay, but you didn't get struck by lightning when you went to set the parameters just now, did you? Maybe that curse of yours isn't as bad as you think. So for the next experiment... No, it has to be the two of you conducting the experiment. If I tried something, would definitely go wrong. Please, you have to believe me. Okay. That one suddenly feels like renaming Fonta might not be enough. No problem, as long as you're willing to keep helping with the experiment. And putting your likenesses on the Fanta label would be more than fair. So that means everyone who buys Fanta will get to see Paimon and League 1 on the label. Yes, you'll be known around Teyvat. But for two scientific pioneers like yourself, that's still a pretty modest reward. So what do you say? Shall we keep going? For the sake of scientific progress. In that case, let's get back to the experiment. Excellent. I knew you were people of extraordinary insight. Once you are ready, I'll go set up the parameters for the next experiment. Ready. We'll need higher altitude data this time, so we'll need to stack 3 assembly modules for each channel. However, you only need to manually adjust the modules for 2 of the channels, leave the rest to me. So more complicated, but less. Easy. This one looks less easy. And oh,
Let's move out.
let's see. Push. Unpush. Oh, but I needed it to... No. I don't need anything. Let's go even higher above. Rest in pieces. It's the one he did. Goodbye. Fungal. There was an accident. The collector got hit by lightning. Yes, I saw it too. The Fangal effect. It's intensified. Even with the lightning protection device and your help. Can't hold it back. Well, things might not be that bad. Don't give up just yet. The only way to break the curse is by advancing science. Can we check if that thing hit somebody? Exactly. According to your theory, the only one who can defeat the fungal effect now is you, Fungal. Oh, you're right. If I fail, this curse won't just destroy me. It will destroy everything I hold dear. If in the end, even the Fontaine Research Institute is... I would never forgive myself. We're at a critical stage of the experiment. Based on my initial analysis, Kuvaki does indeed seem safer than Archeum. But for real-world application, that conductive phenomenon we just observed must never be allowed to happen. I have to identify the cause. The collectors crashed. It's certainly unfortunate, but what really matters is the data inside. Could I ask you to retrieve it for me? Alright, leave it to us. Please be careful. I'll check here to see if the issue was caused by the equipment itself. I really hope it didn't hit someone. I see it smoking. Oh, the quest area is a cone. I think that's a new thing. Usually they are just circles. It looks badly damaged. It's fine. Monsters incoming.
Rest and rebuild.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Grow, grow, grow.
Big monster incoming.
Share my knowledge.
Remember, health comes first.
Protect you with sea. Torrent, bring refuge. All eyes on me. With all my strength.
You're making some very angry sounds.
A bitter pill to swallow. Seems like an emergency.
Hold the line! So this is the thrill of adventure.
This should be it. Oh, can't save that one. There was a jump pad. It's gone now. Guess we are climbing.
Let's move out.
With this exactly. Aye. Just blow the roof out. Is that what we wanted to do? Did that accomplish anything positive? Not entirely sure. What that was supposed to do. But it's not related to this quest, so... I was starting to worry the fungal effect might have gotten to you too. So how did it go? Did you get the data? We got it, but the collector was already... I suspected as much. The design never accounted for the impact from a fall. Ah, that was my oversight. I found a few leads on my end as well, but it's too early to draw any conclusions. I'll need to analyze them together with the data you recovered. Give me some time to dig into it. Could you come by again tomorrow? Certainly. Dangerous data gathering. We did that. It was not very dangerous. Hey, over here. Left quite trash heap. Where? Oh, all the way up there. Good news! I've made a breakthrough. We broke through a roof earlier. I'm 99.5 sure that the fungal effect didn't affect either of you. That's great, though Paimon wasn't really concerned about that. But if it wasn't because of the fungal effect, then why did the collector get struck last time? Because the lightning protection device inside the collector was never tested for repeated use in such a high Kuvaki environment. The materials eventually gave out from fatigue. The fix was actually pretty simple. I tested a bunch of materials with different parameters based on this area's Kuvaki concentration and found something way more durable. Look. This is the Nod-Krai Airspace Data Collector 2.0. I stayed up all night to finish it. With one final high-altitude test, we'll be able to determine the experiment's results. Why is the Collector 2.0 so much smaller than the previous one? Advanced models are usually more compact. Oh, Paimon gets it now? So Paimon really is more advanced than Li Huan? That's not what the point was. Well, that's usually true. The reason the 2.0 model shrank so much this time was actually due to the limits of the materials used. I had to cut a lot of non-essential features. For example, the entire structure for lifting it into the air. Huh? If it can't get up in the air, how is it supposed to collect data from high altitudes? It's all because, you see, many of the greatest leaps in human knowledge come when the researchers themselves step in, even if it means becoming the subject of their own experiments. They say Henry's team drank tens of thousands of bottles of Fanta to perfect the flavor we have today. So, you get what I'm saying, right? You want to conduct the experiment yourself? Huh? Not me! It's enough of a miracle that the fungal effect hasn't affected you two. If I were the one to try it, it would be a total disaster. Not that I'd mind trying, sooner or later the curse will devour me anyway, but the research on Kuvaki is too important to be left unfinished. How about this? I'll just redesign the Fanta bottle to be shaped like you two. Or we don't even have to call it Fanta anymore. It could be Paita, Monta, or Li Huanta. Please, for the sake of scientific progress, take the Collector 2.0 with you into the skies. Since it's for scientific progress, I'll do it. How about Paimon does it? Oh, so you already have a glider. That's amazing. Then we can check that off the list. Alright. Let me explain the latest changes. Just yesterday, it occurred to me, since the thunderstorms here are bursting with Kuvaki, instead of avoiding it, why not harness it? In other words, we can actively attract the lightning. This relay device was built for exactly that purpose. Attract the lightning? But that sounds dangerous. You'll be fine. Most of the Kuvaki in the thunderstorm will be converted into an upward force field. The remaining energy will be captured by the Collector 2.0 to power the enhanced lightning protection device. Trust me, your chances of getting struck are no higher than 0.0067%. So there's still a chance Paimon might get struck? Statistically speaking, there's a negligible risk. I mean, no proper scientist would ever claim something is 100% certain. This will be the final experiment. Channel the lightning to the lightning rod over there. Then launch up and collect the data. The lightning protection device in the Collector 2.0 will keep you safe. I'll let you know as soon as we've got enough data. And I'll do everything I can to keep you safe. So ready to go? For the sake of science. That's the spirit. For the sake of science. Okay. Lightning, come to me. Oh, that's much higher. There's so much thunder and lightning. Good so far, just hang in there a bit longer. Good thing my cat friend did not get struck. The experiment was a success. Just as I thought, Kuvaki has huge potential. Thank you both. This is the critical data I was missing. Once I've combed through it all, I can finally get started on my thesis. I hope the research results on Kuvaki will truly achieve what Mr. Raimondo envisioned, freeing people from their reliance on Arceum. This would be an enormous step forward. Looks like we actually helped with something big. That's awesome. Indeed, progress marches forward. My thesis should be done in a year or two, and maybe in 20 or 30 more we'll start to see the real impact of what we did today. That 20 or 30 years, that long? That sort of time frame is already a breakneck breakthrough. Scientific research takes time, you know. It's all about patience and precision. We can't rush it. Alright, fine. Taiwan really thought we'd get to try a bottle of fun Li Huan Paimon Ta any day now. I'll be sure to suggest that to Henry and the team. Oh, and here, take the Nod-Krai Airspace Data Collector 2.0 as thanks from me. I've removed the data collection module since it's classified tech from the Institute. I hope you understand. It no longer has any data collection functionality, but the lightning protection still works. Hopefully it will come in handy on your adventures. Just a heads up, it only works on thunderstorms that carry Kuvaki. It won't be effective against regular lightning, so once you are outside Nod-Krai it probably won't be of much use. Wow, that means we don't have to worry about getting struck by lightning while we are out exploring. Science really can defeat a curse. Haha, well said. And finally, thank you both again for your contribution to science. Once I've sorted through the raw data, it's time for me to head back to the Institute and start writing my thesis. Electric Dreams! And we got the data collector. A device developed by Fungal for the collection of data from high-altitude experiments. Its data collection module has been removed, but it can still block damage from lightning strikes, although it only seems to be effective against the special lightning strikes in Nod-Krai. And this is a quest item, not something to equip, so it's a passive effect we just gain for free. Not bad. Now, I thought we'd be getting that teleport point right below us this way. But that seems to not be the case. Music. I mean, that's also where a boss is. So I'm assuming that's the teleport point for that boss. Just gonna find a way in there. Just gotta blow people up, because they exist where I'm going.
Allow me.
Time for the big one. Couldn't fix it.
Yeah.
Did it take too long?
Well, someone's happy.
What? So all that running around was for this?
Shang Shang, behave.
What did I get myself into? Well, I'm glad we can't get struck by lightning no more. Well, this was a little journey with this
Don't forget
friend.
to wash your hands. Goodness knows where these things have been.
But that didn't tell me how to find the Radiant Moonfly, which we did fight in the main story quest. Okay, the entrance is down there. And we are tracking now, so... That teleport point is lower down than I thought.
What lovely weather. Which reminds me, we just received a batch of herbs.
Don't worry. Even if Chi-Chi forgot to dry out the herbs, Herbalist Gui will certainly remember to put them out in the sun.
Yes, you're right.
Also a teleport point over there. Danusha Chesternin? That sounds awfully familiar. Where did he go? What brings you here? Oh, I'm waiting for Zorik. Do you know where he went? We agreed to meet back here, where his friends from Nasha Town. But they haven't shown up. I'm worried that something might have happened to them. Tolfin did advise against taking this route earlier. Should I tell the truth about Zorik and Papa Wrench? If you see Zorik around, could you tell him that I'm waiting for him here? I will keep an eye out. Bless your kind heart. Oops. It's not safe around these parts. You should get some insurance. Better safe than sorry, eh? Who are you? I'm the proprietor of this here rest stop. The only safe place for miles around. Whether you are after a break from the road or looking to replenish your supplies, you do well not to pass us by. Oh, and we'll sell insurance. This is a cursed place. There was the shipwreck a few years ago, and more recently, merchants have been getting attacked, and there's that nothing passage. A little while back, I spotted a whole bunch of Northerners. Fatui they was. They dragged all sorts of heavy equipment inside. And then what? Who knows? Not one of them's come out. Anyway, it's extremely dangerous. Even an adventurer like you should be wary. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Okay, there's an Oculi right over there. Okay, this one only goes in that direction, so that will not help me get to that Oculus. I tried. Okay. Yes. Just passing by. My dear friends. I was supposed to be using that, not just climbing up here, I'm pretty sure. So that's that nothing passage, I'm assuming. But I want to check this something passage. We fought this thing with my brother. So how do you fight it solo?
Commit it to memory. With all my strength.
Shifting shadow beneath the moon.
Make yourselves at home. I see everything.
Remember, help comes first.
Covenant of the Deep. Hold the line. Let's move out. Positions. This dance is for you.
Taking a turn for the better. Mind the side effect.
Here, bring refuge. Rest and rebuild.
Doesn't seem like there's much to be keeping in mind for this boss. It's resting now.
This might hurt a little.
This did hurt a little. Nice cave. Is there more to this cave, or... No, I don't have enough to replenish. So I will not care about your prizes just now. Here in Barrowmoss Barrens is a quest. And it seems to involve one big robot. We also need to make this one fly. Yep, that's how we do it. Attaboy, that's it. Success on your first try, you really are something else, Aneska. That's the intuition institution. That's the intuition institution for you, Makola. Say, I think I see people coming this way. And speaking of that, Drizlav's really outdone himself too. 40 plus pages just to introduce each component, my word. Right, Slava's the best at naming stuff amongst us too. Still, why don't you put your stuff down and go see to our guests? Why, hello there, my lovely lady. Care for a little game with our dear Bobik? Bobik? That's not what you are calling this giant machine, is it? No, it's what we are calling this guy. Spot on! This is Bobik 131, civilian all-terrain transportation device, and our buddy Drizlav's pride and joy. It's just that reading the instructions he left behind gives me a headache. From the knowledge boost, I mean. Trust me, I'll have a brain as good as any scientist in no time. Then we'll have Makola's skills, Slava's brains, and my intuition. We'll never have to worry about commission bounties ever again. Isn't that right, Bobik? Bobik makes a beep clank boom noise. Yikes! Careful, Li-Huan, or we'll get squished. Oh, don't worry. Bobik's a good kid. He won't hurt you. Don't worry might be a big ask. But operating giant robots is so much fun. Sure, Bobik does have a shocking appearance, but he's awesome once you get the hang of the controls. Wait, so you mean it's fun? Paimon might want to give it a go too. What do you think, Li-Huan? It should be safer if I handle this, I think. Nice. That's +2 playmates for Bobik. But before that, I have a very important question to ask you. When operating such large machines, are you the type to rigorously dig through the instruction manual, or will you immediately turn the machine on and use the intuition within your soul to feel it out? I'm in the intuition squad. I'm on Team Paimon. Much like Aneska then. But you're amazing too, though that leaves me the last rigorous soul standing, to chew on the documents alone. Ah, I knew the path to becoming a scientist was one of solitude. Well, Aneska did just get the hang of Bobik's movement mechanisms. That said, he was primarily designed to transport large amounts of goods. And we've got no clue as to how to make him do that just yet. With your help though, I suspect I won't have to waste time going through all these documents. There's a ton of big boxes we no longer use around here. Try guiding Bobik to arrange them in interesting shapes. Yep, go on, feel Bobik in your bones with your soul, I know you can. Operate Bobik to transport containers. Bobik the Super Strong. Bobik can generate powerful blue unipolar fields to easily move or rotate containers that have red unipolar fields. Unipolar fields of the same color repel each other. If the same colored unipolar fields are placed in opposition, containers will be stacked in an unusual manner. Aneska has provided some blueprints. Why not try stacking the containers in accordance with her instructions? We are playing Tetris now. Be nice, Bobik. Li Huan's a new friend. What she said. Be polite, would you? How do we? How do we, Bobik? Do we climb, Bobik? We climb, Bobik. We start, Bobik. This is a blueprint I prepared beforehand. Pretty cool, huh? Oh, up there in the corner. Oh, this is not Tetris. How do you... Oh, S is down. And E is turn. I see. No, S is not down. S is forward and back. Okay. It just places if you place it correctly. Challenge partly auto-complete. You're pretty good. No wonder Bobik's taken a shine to you. And no wonder Aneska's got her eye on you. You're amazing. No wonder. Wait a minute. When did Paimon get roped into your cheerleading club? Must have something to do with those puppy dog eyes, Li Huan. Still, you did just figure out how Bobik works without getting anyone hurt. That is pretty impressive. Also, don't you think the arrangement of these boxes has some real artistry to it? A work of art installed by a civilian all-terrain transportation device. Is that what people call installation art? Wait, is that what that means? I never really got it before. Now that you've explained it this way, I totally do. A scientist's mind with an artist's tastes. There could be no better candidate. Don't you think so, Aneska? You bet I do. Well then, please help us turn the rest of the boxes into lovely works of art. Oh, so there are other boxes. These two might be a safety hazard if left alone to handle all of them themselves. Well then, time to enjoy installing some art. Woohoo! I'll pitch in too. You two go ahead first then. Aneska, Bobik, and I will be right behind you. Head to the designated location, where a design must happen.
Let's move out.
This is the place. We're not the best at what comes next, so we'll leave that to the real artist, eh? That's art. Robot art. I feel like I should be glad that they are just snapping into place. Wow, it's beautiful. Bobik seems to love it too. Let me see. Where should we go next? Well, we are having more friends. So that's where you were, huh? Real runaround you gave us there. The device in your possession is now property of the Fatui task force, so hand it over and then scram. What follows is none of your business. Sorry, who are these people? Acquaintances of yours? I thought you knew them. Yeah, forget recognizing these chumps. We only have ballpark numbers on Fatui. We've handled knuckle sandwiches out to during our travels as a whole. Such insolence. Still, we are not here to fight. Hand the Land Rover over peaceably, and we'll consider overlooking your rudeness. The Land Rover? Wait, do they mean Bobik? That's not what the scientist who created him said. That's right, Slava told us in no uncertain terms that he'd only give us Bobik if we promised to only ever use him for civilian transportation. Drizlev! We hired Drizlev. Everything he created we own. Even the names of said creations. He has no right to transfer ownership of anything involved. Just hand the Land Rover over. You can even overlook Dreslev's theft of Kier's assets and his absconding with them. Dreslev's. You're Dreslev's friends, so I assume you are all smart enough to know who has greater authority here. Sure we do, but Makola, have you ever considered anyone with poorer judgment? Oh, I'll say. Drizlev entrusted Bobik to us, so of course we've got to take good care of him. Also, Bobik is just the cutest, you know, like a little puppy. Yeah, I mean, puppies are puppies and humans are humans, and there should the two be spoken of as the same creature, but you know, many pets are treasured as family nowadays. So, how could we let strangers just take ours away? Precisely. And we are talking strangers who've decided someone else's kid is cute, gave that kid some weird name, and now want to take said kid away. What such people need isn't our cooperation, but a real stern lesson. Bobik is a civilian all-terrain transportation device. We are not letting them take it. Fine. Then you shall see who the Land Rover's real owners are. Land Rowners.
I see everything. Positions. The doctor will see you now.
Rip. Why'd you hold me back, Makola? I wanted to give those lunkheads a piece of my mind too. And fist. Don't be mad, Aneska, don't be mad. We should pity such loveless folk to go nigh insane with jealousy upon seeing two happy families bringing their cherished pets out to meet new friends. Wait. Two happy families bringing their cherished pets out to meet new friends? Are you saying that Paimon's Li Huan's pet? No, of course not. How could we get owner-pet relationships wrong? Li Huan is very obviously your pet, right, Paimon? Huh? Well, it's not that. Wait, how did you come to such a wild conclusion? Perfect features, lovely golden fur, a unique name, and let's not forget, the ability to get along great with Bobik upon your first meeting. I mean, if that isn't... You two, Paimon's Li Huan's guide and companion. For goodness sake, we are not owner and pet, definitely not. Ah, I see. Companions, you say. Yes, that does have a nicer ring to it. Don't you think so, Aneska? Aye, so does it. That's settled then. From now on, Bobik's our companion as well. Now that we've chased those brutes off, shall we continue making art as per our original plans? I'm sure that would make Bobik happy too. I did notice earlier that Bobik's got a real artistic talent. Why? He was practically trembling with excitement while moving the boxes around. How alive is this thing? Also, how weird are you two? Won't you come with us, Miss Guide Li Huan? I mean, we've teamed up to beat some baddies already, haven't we? Of course, beating baddies is the best, let me tell you. Still, the Fatuya aren't just gonna let this slide, you know that too, right? And things will get ugly if Bobik falls into their hands. Bobik seemed kinda spooked just now as well. Makola and I need to check he is alright. There are still 3 box sites left. Do lead the way to them, Miss Guide. We'll meet up with you there. Well, I see. Not a box location, but an Oculus location. What's this quest called? Team Rigor or Team Intuition. Team Angry Animals. Oh, this quest marker is on that one puzzle I couldn't solve. Is that because it required Bobik? And therefore was, in fact, unsolvable. Like, all I could do was turn the crane and pull up one of the boxes. Oh, Bobik's got more boxes to play with. This is gonna be awesome. What a fortunate child. Hey, you don't have anything important to say. Yeah, and we need that box that I pulled up. So I guess we just got one step done early. It all looks pretty good. Head to the next location. Wonder where that Oculus was in actual space. Are we gonna do this? Why?
With all my strength.
I didn't even cut close to you.
Seems like an emergency. Mind the side effect.
Let's move out. Torrent, bring refuge! Committed to limit positions.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Rest and rebuild.
Well, that's what you get for attacking me for no reason. Can't wait to bear witness to your latest masterpiece. Everything we create is a masterpiece. But it's not like it's my design. Something off with these boxes. Hey, Celestia. There's a few things off with these boxes. Do we need to do things with them before we can even start? Maybe. Oh yeah, there's that huge puzzle about collecting robots around here. Is it correct now? I don't remember what... Well, I can't really push it more, so... There's an oculi, but where? All the way down there. Let's do the important things first. Also, my robot friend just despawned. Not the big robot friend, the small robot friend. Ah yes, we are building it over here. Okay. Another masterpiece complete.
Let's move out.
Oh, no. I needed your help to move that box. There was nothing else involved. Also, I can take this quest marker away. Okay, let's jump at that Oculus and then teleport back up. Geronimo. Because I don't want to walk through enemies. If not necessary. So, do we need to do some pre-moving for this one too? We need to do some pre-cleaning.
Now it's your turn.
Robin.
Here! I gotta keep my balance.
Stop shooting me. I can't dance when you are shooting me.
Mind the side effects.
All eyes on me. Hold the line.
So quiet.
Don't forget to wash your hands. Goodness knows where these things have been.
Let's see what we are supposed to build here. Would you like to rest for a while? You never know. Maybe a walk's just a thing that will let you some inspiration. We'll wait here for you. I don't think I need more inspiration. I do need to be able to climb this weird thing. It's not snapping. Is this the wrong one? Somehow. Is there more boxes? What am I missing? Like, there needs to be a box down there. Are you telling me to go for a walk because I can't solve it yet? Well, there's this thing. Can I move that thing? Also some more cubes just here for no reason. Not sure if this puzzle is related to other puzzle. This friend left. So I can't need to go that far. He just vanishes that way. Feels like the oculi is under that. We need to move the crane to get in there. Is that weird shield I once saw? Nasty Fatui device. There's more cubes just cubing around.
With all my strength.
Time for the big one.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Let's move out. We should make the most of these supplies.
Just remembered something. Can walk with those friends between stuff, right? Is that relevant to this? Well, it's not relevant to this. Yay, friends. Okay, this is for that collection quest of little robots.
The publishing house has released numerous works that lay out. We should make them.
That's probably also true for the one I saw up there.
Let's move out.
So those have nothing to do with my cube stacking problem. I mean, there's always a giant chance Bobik moves up here next. Okay, no. Moving just between those does nothing. That does something, but... Wish I could pull that out, but don't fully understand how. I think I would need... Guvaki.
Let's move out.
Like so. Good job.
So this is the thrill of adventure. Let's move out.
Well, you can still be activated. Nobody knows for what reason. Can I get you stuck to this? No. Well, maybe if I put that thing back on. Is there any reason to?
Let's move out.
Oh no, don't understand. I'm gonna go back to my
Breathtaking.
cube stacking puzzle and see if there's something I'm missing. Like this block. Perhaps. Can I look that far over? Sure can. Oh. Now it's snapped. Sure. Taking a walk helped. That's our installation art complete then. Not that I really understand it, of course, but it sure is pretty. Of course it's pretty. You took part in its creation, Naneska. Come now, we must take a photo to commemorate this. Oh, we're going to do that too. Of course, it's a collaboration between us after all. Let's find a spot for a beautiful view from which we can see every part of our installation art, and we'll take that picture there. Excellent! And I'll see if I can get Bobik to strike some fabulous pose or another. Hang on a moment, looks like something's happening over there. It's those guys from just now. They must be here for Bobik. What are those suspicious things flying around him? Heh, worked a dream. Quickly, take the Land Rover back to our garrison and hand it over to Lady Alochka. As for you, meddling fools... But Bobik, why are you going with those villains? Didn't we just become companions? They must have pulled some kind of dirty trick. We've got to catch up with them and get Bobik back. Out of the way, you pests! See, you want to get beaten up a second time.
Here! This way, Turtle.
Quiet.
It's Bobik. They're just up ahead. This is your final warning. Your little pet has now become a fearsome beast under Fatui command. Take another step, and it will tear you to shreds. What have you done to Bobik? Can't you hear? He's in so much pain. Let him go. You hear that, Land Rover? You're being let off the leash. Oh no, we are about to become art. After dodging the attack, you find that the Fatui have retreated into the laboratory. Thanks for just saying I dodged, because it sure didn't look like it.
Find anything you like?
Where? Oh, in there. Okay. Okay, that's one more view. 2 more remain. Ah, we were so close, but no dice. This is bad. We are treasure hunters, not phantom thieves of any stripe. Getting doors open isn't our strong suit. And knowing the kind of cautious fellow Drislav was, the gate to the lab in which Bobik was produced and maintained is almost surely locked using some high-tech means. A frontal breach might be untenable. Did he leave you to any keys? Huh, right. He was your friend, and he did leave you Bobik, so he trusts you for sure. You should probably have the lab key, right? I'm afraid not. We are good friends, insofar as downing 8 mugs of alcohol together at the flagship might form some bonds. That's on you, Macaulay. If he had only grabbed 1 more drink, we would have become true friends for sure. Is that how good friends are made? In that case, we must be best buddies already, what with all the Fatui we've downed. Haha, well said indeed. I think you charge in alongside us to wrest Bobik from their grubby paws. We haven't figured out how we are rushing in yet, have we? The lab's gotta have ventilation ducts. That's a good point. It's a place where manufacturing and repairs are done. The people inside would choke to death if there were no vents. So let's head up above the cave and check, shall we? Speaking of that, there was a huge crack coming from that area not too long ago. Now that I think about it, was that them trying to break into the lab? I'll bet that was the case. No wonder Slava told us he'd run into some trouble and had to skip town for a bit. Let's go check it out then. Find the laboratory's ventilation duct. Is it that shielded machine I just saw? No. Oh, but it might be this machine I just saw. Did I do some preemptive work again? Looks like there's a huge box blocking the entrance to the cavern. That wasn't there before. Looks like we are right above the lab. We just need to remove this box and we'll be in. Oh, if only you were right with us, Bobik. box this size cannot be man-portable. Perhaps they flung it in place using a crane. That means we could remove it the exact same way, right? Let's go see if we can find anything. I mean, there's a crane right there, but you also panned the camera to that machine over there. Well, there's Fatui here now, and more boxes. Why do I keep trying to solve things here before they can be solved?
This is no. Remember, health comes first.
Covenant of the deep! Provisions are vital.
And this is the puzzle we just did. Oh, but with one extra step of pushing it back. We gotta save Bobik.
Let's move out.
So where's my Oculus? Right here. Yes. And a whole bunch of moles and robot buddies. Labs down there, and those bad guys who kidnapped Bobik too. Madam Olochka, the equipment has been retrieved. We are preparing the modifications as by your instructions. What did I say? Can't even trust scientists. The second they think they've grasped some truth, they believe themselves above the law, above order, free to do as they please. Turning such a powerful weapon, capable of rewriting the script of a battle, into a civilian transportation vehicle. I like how she's emoting. Is this some kind of joke about principles and the need to stick to them? Or are they just running from the power they might wield? It's a pity the world doesn't turn on wishful thinking. Power must be used wisely, not frittered away on meaningless posturing. Don't worry, Land Rover. You will soon have the power that should always have been yours to command. Looks like they are about to do something to poor Bobik. How dare they? We can rush in now, right? Right? Let's get Bobik back. That's right. We gotta teach them a lesson they won't soon forget. Ah, come on. Let's get in there. I can't wait anymore. Aneska, please don't be rash. We must act in concert with our bosom companions. Or not at all. It's a sneak attack.
Everyone hold hands.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Where I blow people up a lot. What? They broke through.
What a waste of time!
Alochka.
I see everything.
Seems like an emergency.
This dance is for you.
Alochka being very angry.
Take too long.
Makola, are you alright? we're all good. We've taken care of the Fatui, no sweat. Nice, and I found the control panel used to reprogram Bobik. I'll be honest, it seems pretty complicated. Let your intuition flow. Don't use that yet, Aneska. Wait for us to... Sorry, what did you say? Couldn't quite hear you. Like I said, the panel looks too complicated, so I just pressed some buttons on my intuition, and guess what? That stopped the program rewrite. Thank goodness. But, while the rewrite did stop, the panel's all frozen. Won't respond no matter what buttons I press. What do I do now? What? Did you seriously just go crazy on that panel? What would you have done if you activated some kind of self-destruct instead? Don't panic just yet. I'm sure the manual Drizlev left us mentions what to do in this situation somewhere. Just give me a moment. I've heard it said that turning it off and on again works. Huh? Why hasn't Paimon heard this one before? Did you just intuit it or something, Leon? I found it. If program rewrite failure results in control panel freeze, manually restart energy source and connect backup program module to the control panel. The restart should be quite easy, right? Just need to find something that looks like an on-off switch. But what is this backup program module again? No worries, there's no wall Li Huan's intuition can't get us over. Indeed, where instructions fail, intuition must carry the day. I too shall look and see if we've missed out on any clues. Find the switch to reboot the power supply. Can we also find the switch to open the main gate? Ah, silly me, how could I forget? That's right, you can flip the switch to restart the power. Control panel's frozen up again, I expect. Also, if you do want to reset Bobik, do remember to pick the backup program module up. That worked. Now we just need to find that backup that backup program module, and we're golden. Who just talked to us? That voice just now. That was Drizlev. Fascinating. It was almost like he was in the room with us. He really is a genius scientist. Looks like he left himself a whole lot of reminder notes that should make it easier for us to find clues. So, thank goodness for his terrible memory. Love me a scientist with bad memory. It might be that thing shining over there. Or a thing shining over there. Multiple shinies. Wasted 26 minutes today just looking for things. Looks like I'll have to categorize my experimental supplies by serial number. Yes, my next task shall be to design a placement record table. This must have been a note that scientist guy used as a reminder to himself, right? There's something written on the back too. Note to self, if the backup program module is not to be found here, try the platform instead. You'll find a robot nearby with a pointing arrow. Looks like the module is on a platform with a robot that has a pointing arrow. Let's go see where we can find that. Is there a pointing arrow over there? Yes. Not making this very difficult for us, science man. More treasure down there. Corner just looking. Found it. This must be the backup program module. Awesome. Just what I expected from a mind gifted in both science and art. According to the instructions, all we have to do is plug the backup program module into the console. console above us, I guess. Yes. And then I just fell.
Let's move out.
Need to go further. Right? No, that is where we need to be. I'm getting confused by the interior here. It appears you have found the backup program module. In which case, let's get started. Let's hope the process goes smoothly, or, well, that will be a headache, won't it? Bobik, come back to us. Return to being the civilian all-terrain transportation device you were meant to be. Come back to us, Bobik. You're Drizlav's pride and joy, after all. You're our good friend, Bobik. Please come back to us. Backup program module write successful. Don't forget, you can manually input other parameters here. Manually input? What does that mean? The instructions state that any manual parameter inputs will be inscribed on Bobik's underlying systems. That said, wouldn't setting him to default do just fine? Wait, does that mean that Bobik will follow any parameters we sneak in here loyally and to the letter? Let's turn it into a war machine. In that case, could we write Bobik shall honor Aneska as queen of all Teyvat, and swear to defend Aneska and Makola with his life, for we three are the best of friends, never to be parted. Don't do that. Bobik might malfunction if we put that many weird commands in them. Shall we have Li Huan make the decision? She did find the backup module after all. Nothing is boring. Let's greatly enhance Bobik's handling capacity. Oh, now that would be a sight to see. Alright, parameters set. Time to hit confirm. Bobik 131, civilian all-terrain transportation device, activating. And Bobik's on the move. Oh, there's water here. I did not notice. Oh, and are you free the last three? No, you're just staying here. I was hoping you would leave and fulfill the puzzle outside. Oh, there's a chest here.
Provisions are vital.
Just randomly. The door is still locked, and we haven't found the keys or anything like that. If anyone had those, it would be Drizlav. But things are different now. We retrieved our companion, haven't we? Indeed, Bobik will most certainly be able to get this door open. That said, he does listen to you the most, Li Huan, so you do the honors, give the honor. Bobik, show forth your power, open the door. That's right, Bobik. We're counting on you to get us out of here. And then we were out of here. Finally, we are out. Great job, Li Huan, Bobik. You did good too, Aneska. Really, you must teach me how to operate Bobik properly. Haven't you read Slava's instructions from front to back to front already? Shouldn't you be teaching me instead? Ah, but with you and Li Huan as my tutors, I doubt I'll need those documents any longer. Well, as it happens, we've got a whole bunch of boxes right here. Why don't we test Bobik's recovery real quick? Goodbye! And with that, we broke a hole in the fake sky. Wow, Bobik's strength really has grown massively. Paimon just heard the sound of a box falling into the sea. Oh. How would you possibly hear that from here? Oh, awesome. That's our Bobik, alright. I wonder if that cutscene changes depending on what instructions I give on the reprogramming. Thank you so much for your help, Li Huan, Paimon. There's no way we could have saved Bobik on our own. But now he's all better and stronger than before to boot. Next time trouble comes a-knocking, we'll be better prepared as well. Right. Didn't we say that we'd take a commemorative photo together? Things were so chaotic earlier, I almost forgot. That's right. We need a place with a great view. One where Bobik can also fit into the frame. You come to a spot outside the lab with good lighting. The perfect place for a group photo. This place works, I'd say. So are we ready? Let's take a picture in 3, 2, 1, Bobik! Did not get the picture. Wasteland Engineering. Become friends with Bobik. Hey, but isn't our and Bobik's lifelong friends? So what are your plans? We'll remain here for a while. I mean, Drizlav's lab door has been breached, so we've gotta remain in the vicinity to prevent those villains from finding their way in. Once we fix the door, or once Slava gets back, we'll most likely take a page out of your book and go traveling with Bobik. Bobik, the new best companion. So about Drizlav. I've no idea where he might be, but if you do meet him in your travels, do say hi to him on our behalf. I'd love to stay up and drink all night at the flagship with him again. So, how's Bobik doing? Oh, miss him already, do ya? Don't worry, just come over whenever you are free and you can play with him. Where did you put him? Feels like he should be very visible no matter where he is. So there's some... No, those are the boxes we have already collected. Well, I'm not gonna go look for those 2 boxes we are missing now.
Let's move out.
I think we are pretty much done for today. Just wondering if I could open that Let's leave this to Bobik. Oh. Oh. Bobik. Get Bobik to activate. Good job. Master at opening doors. Let's destroy this device. Yeah, you do not like this device, huh? Punch it real good.
Mind the side effects.
Hardest battle in the game.
Allow me.
Okay, this is faster.
Let's move out.
So, where are you leading me? Mysterious mists and viridescent moss balls. By switching forms, Kuhenki can traverse the mysterious mist to arrive near the viridescent moss ball. But be aware, even though Kuhenki in different forms are attracted to mists of different colors, when they encounter a mist which is the same color as themselves, they will be repelled. Okay. Feel like that did not happen the way it was supposed to.
Let's move out.
I feel like I'm supposed to enter the orb, right? So that I then can get shot to the next red. I'd want to. Wait, I can't even move it. So what's the deal? I am not entirely sure what the deal is. Is there a deal? Are these the last two? Yes, they are. Great job. It did not solve my questioning about what's going on here. Mysterious mists and viridescent moss balls. By switching forms, Cranky can traverse the mysterious mist to arrive near the very distant moss ball. Be aware, even though Cranky in different forms are attracted to mists of different colors, when they encounter mist with the same color, they will be repelled. Okay. Ah, I see. Yes, I am repelled. Okay, okay. I did not realize I could switch colors on the fly. Okay, but I cannot see what you are aiming for necessarily. This big thing, I guess. So that's the moss ball. It got moss-balled. What? What did I... How did I? What did I run into? I got mossed. Cutting edge all-purpose storm land cruiser. Cutting edge all-purpose storm. I guess it's a local legend.
Billowing surge! Hold the line! Committed to memory.
Taking a turn for the better.
Ridiculous. Torrent, bring refuge! Let's move out. A brash maneuver. Allow me.
Maybe it was a local legend. Far less sure than you might imagine.
Let's move out.
Force Recon Guard, effect land cruiser. Silent command.
Rest and rebuild. Positions. The Temple of Wisdom.
Seems like an emergency. Mind the side effects.
More? I can pull them down, but
With all my strength. Grow.
that does not kill them. Just makes them very vulnerable to be killed.
Dance with the waves. This may hurt a little.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Allow me. Grow. Share my knowledge.
Remember, health comes first.
Covenant of the deep. Let's move positions. Committed to memory. We should make the most of these supplies.
So many treasure chests. Oh, and you just take me out. I guess I did what was supposed to be done in here. Interesting. Well, that was certainly a way to end this side quest episode. It was still related to Bobik, because we needed him to even free the first one of these.
We should make the most of these supplies.
And we did all of these, so everybody's happy now. Meet you again next time for more robot-filled Genshin Impact. Whatever actually happens. Checkmark.
Last time, Columbina told us a whole bunch about the Fatui. Wonder what sort of things she'll talk about today. Let's hope she's in the mood to share. Columbina? Oh, it looks like something's bothering her.
Is it this one?
But wait.
Not this one either, then? What about this?
We can't put a checkmark on this episode just yet.
Is it this one? Not this one either, then? What about this?
What about this? It's time for our weekly damselette.
Not this blue, then?
Columbina, what happened?
Oh, it's you. Could you help me? I'll be sure to return the favor.
We always want to help.
Are you kidding? You know you don't owe us anything, right?
You've helped us a lot in the past. It's us who should be returning the favor.
Yeah, we'd help you even if you had nothing to give us. So, what sort of help do you need?
With color theory, clearly.
Well, to be precise, this creature is the one that needs help.
Huh? The Kuhenki?
Yes. This little one procured a paintbrush somewhere, and upon returning to my side, proceeded to swish about happily. I found a canvas and some paint for her, but though some time has passed, her attempts to mix the colors she desires have met with little success.
How about the big one? Does the big one know about color theory?
Whoa! Where did you come from?
A very enlightening conversation.
Are we playing charades? Sorry, we didn't catch any of that. Huh! Looks like she's taken an interest in your pack.
Perhaps you carry suitable colors on your person.
I mean, we carry a lot of stuff.
We don't usually carry around stuff like that. Speaking of which, where did you find the paint? No offense, but you, don't look like the painting sort.
This little one was quite impatient, so I made some paint using the colorful flowers nearby.
Aren't you the one that makes them colorful?
Huh. Could Luanatar be looking for other colorful things to make paint with then? Come on, let's see what we've got in our packs.
Give it some objects with vivid colors.
Okay, relax. Don't worry, we're searching. Colorful plants from Nod-Krai would be the #1 choice, right?
Well, we have some of those. I mean, this seems like a color that's not in here.
Will these do?
Yes, the Kuhenki looks quite satisfied.
Man, Paimon never knew Kuhenki could do art.
Kuhenki are much like us in truth. Each one has its own personality and hobbies.
Wait, does that mean you can tell all the Kuhenki and Nod-Krai apart from each other?
The ones I've met, yes.
Huh, that's impressive. Especially because, other than Luanatar, all the other Kuhenki kinda look the same.
Well, some of them are blue, some of them are red.
So, what is this little painter's name?
Name?
Paintmon.
Wait, they do have names, don't they?
We recognize each other, and that's enough. We don't need names. I don't have one either.
That doesn't mean you have to continue the cycle.
Let's start calling them Raisin and Raisin 2 and...
Let's think. Luanatar means a creature born beneath the moon goddess's blessing. So, what would painting be in the language of the Frost Moon Scions?
I think it would be... Naus? Malaus? Yes, Malaus.
Mouse.
Ooh, sounds nice! Let's go with that!
And we just went with that. Now it just needs hands.
Done with your painting? Oh, let's see! Whoa! What in the...
What's the matter?
This is amazing!
Oh, wow. Sure, didn't expect... Okay.
Paimon was expecting something a lot more childish. Or, you know, Melusine-like.
Yeah. I expected googly eyes, but there's just no eyes.
The Kuhenki are adept at sensing their surroundings. When it comes to recreating what they've seen, they tend to capture things exactly as they were.
So is this a drawing of Columbina, Malaus? What else would it be?
It looks like Columbina when she was first born.
Huh?
Olama said your birth was recorded by the Frost Moon Scions, but this painting does look a bit different.
And Kuhanki shouldn't have existed before the moon goddess's birth.
This little one, Malaus, was one of the first Kuhenki born. It's possible this is Malaus's interpretation of how things looked back then.
Seems like you're trying to help us to get to know your goddess, huh, Malaus? Don't worry, Malaus. We appreciate it. We're all friends here.
Paimon is the only one saying the A and U separately. Which probably is the correct one.
Wow, that was quick. You finished another painting already?
This time it's your birth, Paimon.
This must depict the Frostmoon Scions worshipping Kalamina as their goddess. What's she doing by the altar? The details are too small to make out.
To me it looks like she's holding a baguette.
Oh, so she was eating the offerings.
Close enough.
Was I not supposed to?
Oh, no. It's just a bit, unconventional.
Looks like you were having a good time. Om nom nom.
Well, they were delicious.
Fair point.
Yes, I understand. Give me your hand.
Can I do this every time? Seriously, you don't have to give us anything. This is not for eating, you know.
It's not like that. This is proof that we're friends.
I will give you bread. I should heal my traveler at some point. Feels bad to always come in here and be at less than half health. Well, we are being ignored. So I guess that's the end of that one. You also need a name. A young painter tries its best to introduce you to its goddess. Well, we've been very much introduced in her likeness to eat breads. Guess we'll bring some bread next time. But that's all for today. See you again next time for more of Columbina as well.